Now I have taken the topic profit and loss. Here in this video, I'll explain profit and loss tricks, shortcuts and formulae. Using these tricks, shortcuts and formulae, you can solve almost all the problems in profit and loss. Okay. In profit and loss, we'll generally come across terminologies like selling price, cost price, profit, gain, loss, and then discount and then market price. Okay. Selling price is the price for which the vendor sells his articles to the customers. Okay. When coming to the cost price, it is the price paid by the vendor to get a goods for selling in his shop. Okay. And when coming to market price, it is the MRP available on the good. Okay. Now let me explain the first formula, profit or gain. Both are one and the same. It is equal to selling price minus cost price. That means the price sold by the seller vendor to the customer minus the price paid by vendor to get a good gives profit. Okay, the difference between the selling price and cost price gives profit, and its profit percentage is profit by cost price into 100. Say in the denominator it will always be cost price either for profit or loss. So profit percentage is profit by cost price into 100. Profit is selling price minus cost price by cost price into 100. Okay. Now the third formula is loss equal to cost price minus selling price. So the vendor sells the article for less amount which is paid by the vendor to get an article. Then only he occurs loss. Okay, loss equal to cost price minus selling price, and the loss percentage is cost price minus selling price by cost price into 100. In the denominator it will be cost price. Okay, loss by cost price into 100. Okay, now the discount is, always remember the discount is given on the market price. So the selling price will be less when you offer discount. So discount is equal to market price minus selling price. Simply to say, market price, that is the MRP on the good, is equal to the selling price plus discount offered. Okay. Now the discount percentage is market price minus selling price. It is calculated on the market price. So market price minus selling price by market price into 100. Okay. Discount is calculated on market price. So in denominator we will come across market price. When coming to profit and loss, they are calculated based on the cost price. So in the denominator you will come across cost price in the profit and loss percentage formula. Okay. The seventh formula is, if X% and Y% are two successive discounts, then the overall discount is minus X minus Y plus XY by 100%. Okay. So there will be two discounts, X% and Y%. They are very successive. Okay. Two discounts, X% and Y%. Now the overall discount, that is the discount combined with X and Y percentage. What is the overall discount we will get? It will be minus X minus Y plus XY by 100. Let us check whether this formula is correct or not by taking an example. Say the MRP is 100. Okay. Now they offered a discount of 10%. Now you'll get 10% of 100 is 10. So 100 minus 10 you'll get 90. Now again they offered under 10% discount. 10% of 90 is 9. So 90 minus 9 you'll get 81. After two successive discounts, the price became 81. Now check the percentage change. It is difference between initial value and the final value divided by initial value, that is 100 into 100. It is 19%. Okay. Now let us use this formula and check whether this is correct or not. The discount will always be negative. Okay. So minus X. The first discount is 10%. Minus X minus Y plus XY by 100 becomes minus 10, and second discount is 10. So minus 10 into 10 by 100. Okay. Here it will be minus 10 minus 10, it is minus 20, plus 10 into 10 by 100 is 1. it becomes minus 19%. Minus represents discount. See here 19% and 19%. Both are one and the same. Hence, to check the overall discount, use this formula so that you can reduce your calculation time. Okay, if x% and y% are two successive discounts, then the overall discount is minus x minus y plus xy by 100%. Here you consider for x and y just the values, don't put any symbols, as I have added already symbol here. Okay. Now the 8th and 9th formulas. The 8th formula is, if the cost price are same and one is sold at x% profit and another at y% loss, then the overall profit or loss is equal to x minus y by 2. Here there are two articles and their cost prices are same. Okay, one is sold at x% profit and another at y% loss. Okay, one is sold at profit and another at loss. Now we need to find out whether we will get profit or loss by combining both the values. That is, the overall profit or loss is x minus y by 2. See here x% profit, so I have given plus symbol for x. Y% loss, so I have given minus symbol for y. If it is profit here, you just add plus. Okay. In this case it is x minus y by 2. Generally, if the output value is contains minus symbol, then there will be overall loss. If the output value contains plus symbol, then there will be overall profit. Okay. Now let us move on to 9th problem. Formula. If the cost price are same, one is sold at x% profit and another at x% loss, then there will be no profit and no loss. Here it is similar to the previous 8th one. Cost price is same here and one is sold at x% profit and another at x% loss. Okay, then there will be no profit and no loss. Let us prove this. Actually the formula is x minus y by 2. X is the profit here, x, and loss is x%. Loss means minus symbol. Okay, minus x by 2. It is 0, so there will be no profit and no loss. Okay, if the cost prices are same and one is sold at x% profit and other at x% loss, then there will be no profit or no loss. If the cost price are same, one is sold at x% profit and another at y% loss, then the overall profit or loss is x minus y by 2. And if the output is negative, then there will be loss. If the output is positive value, then there will be profit. The 10th formula is, if the selling prices are equal and sold at R% profit or loss, then there will be loss. And the loss percent is R square by 100%. Okay, it is very simple. Selling prices are equal. Okay, then there will always be loss. Okay, if the selling prices are equal, then there will be loss. What is that loss percentage means? They will sell at R% profit or loss. Okay, that percentage you consider. Based on that, you use this formula, loss percent equal to R square by 100. So remember, whenever selling prices are equal, there will be loss, and that loss percentage is R square by 100. R is the value you get here, the goods sold at R% profit or loss. Okay, let us take an example. The goods are sold at 25% loss of profit. Okay, now the loss percentage is 25 square R square, 25 square by 100. It is 625 by 100. That is 6.25% loss. Okay. Now the 11th and 12th formulas are, if X articles are bought for a rupee, then number of articles to be sold for a rupee to get a gain of P percentage is 100 into X by 100 plus P. And the 12th one is, if X articles are bought for a rupee, then the number of articles to be sold for a rupee to get loss of P% is 100 into X by 100 minus P. This is very simple. For 1 rupee you will get some X number of articles. Now if you want a gain, how many articles you have to sell for a rupee? If you want loss, how many articles you want to sell for a rupee? That is what the formula is. Okay. Now let us see the values here, 11th and 12th formula. The numerator is same in both the cases, 100 into x and 100 into x, and in denominator 100 and p are available, but the symbol changes here. If you want gain of p% plus, you just place plus symbol beside p. If you want loss of p%, place minus symbol beside p. It is 100 minus p. So if X articles are bought for a rupee, then number of articles to be sold for a rupee to get a gain of P% is 100 into X by 100 plus P. And if X articles are bought for a rupee, then number of articles to be sold for a rupee to get loss of P% is 100 into X by 100 minus P. Numerator is common here, and in denominator you will get both the values 100 and P, but the symbol changes beside the P. If you want gain, you will get plus symbol beside P. If you want loss, you will get minus symbol beside P. The 13th one is, an increase in Y% of an article enables a person to buy Z articles less for rupees P. The original price per article is P into Y by 100 plus Y into Z. See, this question is very simple. Say you can buy around 10 chocolates for rupees 10. Okay. Now suddenly they have increased the price and made the price of each chocolate as 2 rupees. So for 10 rupees now you can buy only 5. That is, you can buy 5 chocolates less for rupees 10. Just because of 100% increase in the price of the chocolate. So now you need to find out the original price of the article. The formula is P into X by 100 plus Y into Z. P is the amount available in your hand, and Y is the percentage increase in the price, and Z is the number of articles you are not able to buy. Okay, number of articles you are not able to buy. If you use this formula, you will be able to solve problems of this kind. Always remember, it is P into Y by 100 plus Y into Z. Now let us look into 14th formula. A decrease in Y% of an article enables a person to buy Z articles more for rupees P. The original price per article is P into Y by 100 minus Y into Z. Okay. Here you got rupees 10 in your hand, and the price of the chocolate got reduced to 50%. That is, 1 rupee chocolate now costs you just half rupee. For 10 rupees you can buy 20 chocolates. That is 10 more chocolates. Now the formula to find the original price is P into Y by 100 minus Y into Z. P is the amount available in your hand, and Y is the percentage decrease in the price, and Z is the number of chocolates you can buy more. You can buy 10 more chocolates, so Z will be 10. So you see, in both the cases the formula is almost same. In the numerator you can see P into Y, that is the amount available in your hand into percentage increase or decrease. Okay, divided by into Z is common here. Z is the number of articles whether you can buy more or less. Okay, and into 100 plus Y. Here it is 100 plus Y, here it is 100 minus Y, because here decrease is there, so you will get minus Y. Here increase in Y%, so plus Y. So always remember P into Y by 100 plus Y into Z for increase, and for decrease P into Y by 100 minus Y into Z. These formulas are to find the original price per article. Okay. I am really thankful to you for watching this video. I really appreciate your patience for watching this video. If you need any more videos, please subscribe to my channel and start watching my videos. They will be very helpful to you in the long run. Thank you so much once again.